Well, EV manufacturer Euler Motors has announced a successful closure of its Series D funding round, raising a total of 638 crore rupees. This fund infusion was led by Hero MotoCorp along with participation from existing investor British International Investment. Now that takes the company's total funds raised to date to about 1420 crore rupees, and the company says this latest infusion is going to be instrumental in expanding its sales and service network while advancing new product development to accelerate India's commercial EV adoption. On that note, let me bring in Saurav Kumar, who's the founder and CEO of Euler Motors, to understand how this capital is going to boost the company's growth and more. Saurav, thanks very much for your time here on CNBC-TV18. You've raised more than 1,400 crores, and now with this latest one, what specific expansion plans do you have, over the next 12 to 18 months, geographically, operationally, and in terms of production capacity with the money?
So first of all, thank you, Ritu, for having me on the show. Definitely having HMC and BI, they being the marquee investor, is a very strong confidence in what Euler is doing. This particular 638 crore that we are raising, this will primarily will be used in the retail expansion. We are already present in like roughly 40 cities. We would want to go to 100 cities by end of the year. In our revenue, we would want to at least grow by 2x or 100% from the last financial year to this year. And in terms of like, if you look at Euler, we are focused on the electric light commercial vehicle segment. So we'll continue our focus in the three-wheeler and the four-wheeler cargo segments.
This Hero MotoCorp is, of course, joined as a strategic investor, but beyond capital, what sort of synergies or collaborations are planned between Euler and Hero, whether that is technology, supply chain, or even distribution?
So, Hero MotoCorp is a leader in two-wheeler industry. They have been looking at the electric vehicle ecosystem over the last couple of years. They have made their own forays. They have made investment in other startups. I think this is an investor that has backed, entrepreneurs like me, and also have looked into the future mobility trend themselves and have made their own investment. So I think it would be wonderful to work with them. I believe that other than capital, we would be able to expand our synergy in terms of distribution or supply chain, and even look at some of the ecosystem opportunities.
What is the roadmap from here? How does this funding support your future R&D, and what's lined up in terms of products for you?
So we are looking to electrify the three-wheeler, four-wheeler product ecosystem in the country. We believe that in the next coming year, majority of this percentage of commercial vehicle will shift to EV, and Euler would be one of the top 3 players in these markets.
How do you plan to defend and grow your market share amid rising competition, both from startups and also from the traditional OEMs?
Three-wheeler cargo, when we entered in October of 2021, we had around like 4% market share and majorly around Delhi market. Today, we have roughly 11 to 12% market share in the three-wheeler electric cargo. And in the next couple of, I would say, quarters and year, we would be expanding to almost like 300 to 400 touch points across the country. So that will have push our volume. So that will help us go from what we are today, let's just say a top 3, and at least make sure that when large percentage of the market shifts to EV, we continue being the top 3 player and take around 20% market share in some of these category. And something similar, if I'm looking now at as we have expanded to four-wheeler, which we announced the Storm EV last year, from January, when we have started shipping, we have seen the similar trajectory where in the cities that Euler sells, we typically take 20 to 13% market share.
Let me ask you then how close you are to profitability then with all these financial metrics that you're sharing. And also, after this flurry of fundraising you've had, is a potential IPO on the cards as well?
Okay, so in terms of profitability, I think next 3 to 4 years is where we are looking to make sure that we go from the material positive as a company to EBITDA neutral as a company. That's one of our single, I would say, fundamental line that we are pushing, is that instead of growth at all costs, to how do you make sure that you're sustainably growing the company. IPO is definitely, like, I think every founder, when you are building a company, being public and winning the trust of scale market is like one of the important milestone is definitely there. I think over the next couple of years, as we show our growth and also path to profitability, I think that will be something definitely within an Euler board that will be a topic that we'll chat about.
All right, Saurabh, we'll leave it at that. Thanks very much for joining us here on CNBC TV18. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
And moving on.